How did the cultures of conquered lands shape Roman worship practices? This question leads us to the heart of Roman religion's fascinating complexity. As Rome expanded its empire, it didn't just conquer land, it absorbed the gods and religious practices of the peoples it defeated. Most people think of Roman worship as rigid and strictly polytheistic, but the reality is much more dynamic and fluid. When a new territory fell to Rome, the gods of that region were often welcomed into the Roman pantheon. This blending of beliefs created a vibrant religious culture that reflected the diverse cultures within the empire. Romans were not just conquerors, they were also curious and adaptable, open to incorporating the spiritual practices of those they ruled. This approach had practical implications too. Romans believed that honoring these new gods would maintain peace and favor among their new subjects. The act of worship was not merely a personal choice, it was a political strategy. By acknowledging the local deities, the Romans could foster goodwill and cooperation, making it easier to govern vast, culturally diverse regions. The incorporation of foreign gods highlights how adaptable Roman religion was to changing times and circumstances. Each new god brought with it a set of rituals, stories, and followers, enriching the religious landscape of Rome. As you think about this, consider how modern societies often blend different cultural practices. The Romans were doing this over 2,000 years ago. But why did the Romans feel compelled to embrace so many gods? Was it purely a matter of tolerance, or was there something deeper at play? The answer lies in their understanding of the divine and the importance of divine favor in everyday life. In ancient Rome, the favor of the gods was crucial for personal and communal well-being. This idea created a culture where multiple deities were not just accepted but celebrated. Worshipping many gods allowed Romans to address various aspects of their lives: love, war, agriculture, and more. Each god specialized in a particular area, providing a sense of security and support. If you faced a challenge, you could turn to the specific deity that aligned with your needs. This personal connection to the divine made worship a deeply meaningful experience. As we explore the Romans' polytheistic beliefs, it becomes clear that their religious practices were a vital part of their identity and a powerful tool for maintaining the unity of their vast empire. They didn't simply worship for the sake of tradition. They recognized that faith could bridge gaps between different cultures, creating a cohesive society. What if the worship of multiple gods was actually a strategy for social cohesion? This idea flips the script on what you might believe about Roman religion. While many view Roman polytheism as mere superstition, the truth reveals a sophisticated system designed to unite a vast and diverse empire. By embracing various deities, the Romans cultivated a shared identity among their people, creating a sense of belonging that crossed cultural boundaries. Imagine attending a festival where multiple gods were honored, each one representing different aspects of life. These celebrations were not only religious events, but also communal gatherings that fostered unity among the citizens of Rome. Festivals were lively, filled with music, food, and rituals that everyone could participate in. This shared experience was essential for integrating new citizens and reinforcing loyalty to the empire. The Romans knew that by honoring a multitude of gods, they could unite their vast empire while allowing individuals to maintain personal beliefs. This approach to worship helped maintain stability in an empire that stretched from Britain to Egypt. In this diverse landscape, honoring multiple gods meant that various cultural practices could coexist. This inclusivity was crucial for the empire's expansion, as it allowed conquered peoples to feel recognized and respected. You might be surprised to learn that many citizens felt a deep personal connection to the gods they worshipped, believing that honoring these deities would bring favor and prosperity to their communities. Moreover, polytheism allowed for personal choice in worship, which encouraged social harmony. Romans could choose to venerate gods that resonated with their individual lives and circumstances. Whether it was Venus for love, Mars for war, or Ceres for agriculture, the gods provided a direct line of support for various needs. This flexibility in worship helped people feel empowered in their spiritual lives and fostered a sense of community among those with shared beliefs. The role of festivals in Roman society cannot be overstated. They served as moments of collective joy, where social tensions could ease and relationships could strengthen. Festivals celebrating multiple gods became pivotal in reinforcing the empire's cohesion, allowing everyone to come together in a spirit of unity and shared purpose. This practice was not just a religious duty, it was a vital aspect of Roman identity and culture. As we explore this topic, remember that Roman worship was far more than just a collection of myths and rituals. It was a strategic tool that helped to weave the fabric of an expansive empire, allowing for unity amidst diversity. The ability to worship multiple gods made it possible for Romans to navigate the complexities of their world, creating a social structure that could thrive despite its vastness. How did Roman leaders use religion to consolidate their power? This question reveals a fascinating intersection of faith and politics in ancient Rome. While you might think that religion was simply about worship, the reality is that it played a crucial role in legitimizing authority and maintaining control over a vast empire. As we delve into this topic, it's essential to understand that for the Romans, religion was deeply intertwined with the state and served as a tool for political maneuvering. The Roman state closely linked religion with governance. Rituals were not just ceremonial, they were essential for affirming the legitimacy of rulers. When a new emperor came to power, religious ceremonies were often performed performed to seek the favor of the gods. Imagine a grand spectacle where the emperor, dressed in flowing robes, leads a procession to a temple, invoking divine blessings on his reign. This display reinforced his authority and demonstrated to the citizens that he was chosen by the gods to lead. Moreover, emperors were frequently deified after their death, becoming gods themselves. This practice created a lasting legacy, linking the ruler's name with the divine. Most people think that this was merely a posthumous honor, but the reality is that it served a significant political purpose. By promoting deceased emperors to godhood, living rulers strengthened their own position. They could claim to be part of a divine lineage, increasing their power and influence. This connection to the gods was a powerful tool in convincing citizens of their legitimacy. Religious festivals were another way that the Roman state showcased its strength and unity. These state-sponsored events were massive celebrations that brought people together to honor various deities. Imagine the vibrant sights and sounds of a festival, colorful banners waving, musicians playing, and citizens filling the streets in celebration. The participation of the emperor in these events highlighted the bond between the gods and the state. When the emperor led a festival, it reinforced his role as the mediator between the divine and the people, making him an essential figure in their worship. This intertwining of religion and politics reveals that worship in ancient Rome was about more than just faith. It was about power. The rituals and festivals were carefully orchestrated events designed to maintain control and reinforce the social order. By appealing to the gods, Roman leaders sought to legitimize their rule and unify their diverse empire. It created an environment where the population felt a collective identity, tied together through shared beliefs and practices. In conclusion, the role of religion in ancient Rome was multifaceted, serving as a means of political consolidation. Understanding this dynamic helps us appreciate the complexity of Roman worship and the sophisticated ways leaders utilized religion to maintain authority. This connection between the divine and the state was not just a matter of belief. It was a critical strategy for governance in one of history's most influential civilizations. What drove ordinary Romans to seek comfort in multiple gods? This question invites us to explore the deeply personal side of Roman worship. While many might think that religion was merely a societal obligation, the reality reveals a complex and intimate relationship between the people and their deities. In ancient Rome, different gods specialized in various aspects of life, such as love, war, and agriculture, providing individuals with a rich array of options to turn to during both joyous and challenging times. Imagine a farmer praying to Ceres, the goddess of agriculture, before planting his crops. He hopes for a bountiful harvest, feeling a personal connection to the divine. Or think of a soldier invoking Mars, the god of war, seeking protection and victory in battle. Each god represented a facet of life that resonated with people's daily experiences, allowing them to connect with deities that spoke to their needs and aspirations. This personalized approach to worship created a unique tapestry of beliefs, where individuals could choose which gods to honor based on their specific circumstances. The multitude of gods offered a sense of security in uncertain times. In a world filled with unpredictability, famine, conflict, or illness, having a god to turn to for help provided comfort. Most people think that worship was purely about tradition, but the reality is that for many Romans, it was about finding reassurance in the chaos of life. The act of prayer and offering made them feel empowered, as if they had a say in their fate. This was not just about rituals, it was about creating a personal connection that could alleviate fears and fulfill desires. Moreover, worship was a deeply personal experience, often intertwined with family and community. Families would have their own household gods, known as the lares and penates, that they honored daily. These gods were believed to protect the home and family, and rituals would often be performed together. Imagine the warmth of a family gathering around a small altar, sharing stories and offerings, creating a sense of unity and shared belief. This practice reinforced the bond between family members and their deities, reflecting their collective hopes and fears. In public life, festivals celebrating multiple gods were vibrant occasions filled with joy, music, and community participation. During these events, the barriers between personal and communal worship blurred. Romans felt connected not just to their own gods, but to their neighbors and fellow citizens who shared in these collective celebrations. This blending of personal devotion and public worship fostered a strong sense of community, essential for maintaining social harmony in a diverse empire. As we explore the personal connections Romans had with their gods, it becomes clear that their polytheistic beliefs were not just a collection of rituals. They were vital for individual and communal identity, providing comfort, security, and a sense of belonging. This multifaceted relationship with the divine highlights the richness of Roman religion and its profound impact on their daily lives. So, what have you learned about Roman worship? It wasn't just superstition or blind faith. It was a complex system deeply intertwined with their culture, politics, and personal beliefs. You might have thought that the worship of multiple gods was merely a reflection of ignorance, but the reality is far more intriguing. Polytheism was a sophisticated approach that served various functions within society, and understanding this can reshape how you view their religion. First, let's revisit the idea that Roman worship created unity in a diverse empire. As the Romans expanded, they absorbed different cultures, incorporating their gods and rituals. This inclusivity fostered a sense of belonging among among conquered peoples, making them feel valued and respected. The numerous festivals celebrating various deities were not just religious events. They were vital communal gatherings that united people across cultural boundaries. Romans understood that these shared experiences were essential for maintaining harmony in their vast empire. Next, consider the political dimensions of Roman worship. Religion was more than a private matter. It was a powerful tool for leaders to consolidate authority. By intertwining religious practices with governance, emperors could legitimize their rule. The deification of emperors created a divine connection that reinforced their power and status. Religious festivals showcased the empire's strength, linking the state to the divine in the eyes of its citizens. This strategic use of religion transformed worship from mere rituals into a cornerstone of political stability. Additionally, you've seen how the search for personal meaning drove ordinary Romans to worship multiple gods. Each deity specialized in different aspects of life, allowing individuals to forge personal connections that resonated with their experiences. Whether seeking love, protection in battle, or a bountiful harvest, Romans could turn to specific gods for guidance and support. This dynamic relationship between the individual and the divine made worship a deeply personal journey rather than a rigid obligation. In summary, Roman polytheism was a multifaceted system that served as a tool for unity, governance, and personal connection. By embracing a diverse array of gods, Romans were able to foster social cohesion, maintain political power, and find personal meaning in their lives. The story of Roman gods teaches us that faith can be much more than rituals. It can reflect the richness of human experience and the complexity of societal structures. As you reflect on this, consider how the lessons from ancient Rome continue to resonate in today's world, where diverse beliefs coexist and shape our shared experiences. If you enjoyed this epic journey, please subscribe to our channel for more thrilling historical tales. Don't miss out on new videos. Hit the notification bell to stay updated.